Even with being so successful, why are you like now looking into mentorship?
You know, I've mentored and been a coach on and off for years for helping people in the real estate business. If I'm gonna do something new, if I'm gonna get into a new segment, even of real estate, I probably know 80–90% of it. I mean, even in development, I've done rehabs for years. I've found deals for years. I have it built from beginning to end. The land development deals we're working on here is as close to it, but I don't have to build those houses. They're delivered. So I would rather spend 20, 30, 40, even 50 grand to work with someone who's built hundreds of homes and knows all the nuances and can give me a learning curve. Like, I don't want to take the next 2 years to make all the mistakes. I believe that I'll make money no matter what because I know how to buy. I would rather go around all those mistakes, man, and learn from someone else. And so there's a couple guys out there that do it, that do land development, that build luxury homes, that build multifamilies, and they're super successful at it. And I'm willing to pay them for their time. You know, time valuable. Gotta be open-minded, always learning, always growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. Lot number one's for the existing home. That's gonna be lot number two. Obviously that property will be moved to the pad, 37 piers, totally fixed like any home. And then here's our third pad. So this will be the road coming in. This will all get cleaned up obviously and look nice. I'll probably run some landscaping along the sides, but this is gonna be home number three and that's gonna be their view. This will all be grass. We'll have all the water. We'll get all the water to where it drains away. They'll have a little deck, walkway up to the property, poured concrete just like any home would. Then down here, see that big pile over there? We took all the brush and burned it. We had a giant fire out here. It's unincorporated Lincoln County. You can do that stuff. This is lot number 4 right here, okay? They're gonna get an acre and a half down here to where the first two have almost 3. And this one has an acre and a half, close to 2. This will be its backyard. Then when it comes here down to this home site, they'll have an acre and a half down here. And then here's our 5th pad right here. So they will have all of this down here. This will be all theirs. So man, when this thing's done, you know, we're gonna roll out affordable housing that doesn't exist. I know what the demand for rentals are, and I know that a lot of our owners could buy. It's just, you know, they're stuck in apartments for $2 grand a month. The American dream is back to life. This isn't your old school trailer. These are mobile homes, modular homes. There will be piers in the ground. There'll be 37 piers this will be mounted. It will be as stable as any home. Sometimes we build slabs for them. Sometimes on the next piece we're gonna do, I might even put basements in. You wouldn't know it was a mobile home or a modular home by walking through it unless you were told. Everything's taken off, it's set, it's piered, and it's just like any other property. And you can get loans from FHA, VA, they'll all finance them. When I first bought this was the entrance. First, we cut this drive off. That's gonna be to this property. The property line is where that stake is, because when you're doing a development, you gotta have all this stuff marked. There's gonna be a transformer put in here, a transformer so that we can run power. We're gonna run our trenches to both of these properties. That property obviously is just sitting there waiting for the setup crew to come set it up. That'll be moved back, but we're gonna have power up there. This will be the entrance for these 2 properties. So here's one of the newer ones. They're all drywalled. To me, it's like a luxury house. 1,700 square foot luxury house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. What they do is they come in sections on these modulars. They come in sections, and this is how they're delivered. And then we have them set. So when they're set, they're gonna be set over here on the pad we created. This is just development. We're in the process of developing the land to get ready for the home. So this is when it's ugly and it's rough and people have a hard time seeing it. I have vision, I know exactly what it's gonna look like, it's gonna be amazing. So they're gonna set this one there. They will have a 2-car garage, which is pre-existing that we're gonna just keep. That home that we're gonna go look in the kitchen will be right here. They're gonna have 3 acres going out the back into the woods. So that's gonna be their view out of their back window. It's gonna be pretty amazing. All of this will be seeded, strawed. We'll have grass growing before we sell it. That old lagoon's gonna be taken out. This old sewer system is called a lagoon. We're gonna put brand new septic drip systems in, which is a state-of-the-art system, good for 20, 30 years. You know, maybe you have some maintenance on it at that point. Hell, they could last 100 years for all I know, but you never have to pay a sewer bill because you've got your own. And they'll all have yards, brand new grass, just a little 5-property community. You're gonna have to spend another 150 grand to get this in a stick-built house. 2x6 walls, dry-walled. When they're put together, this will, you know, be the living room, bedrooms, master baths, as nice as my master bath at home. And look at this kitchen, dude. We're talking 300, 320 max, and the whole place looks like this. Where are you gonna get this for under $450? This is a great model. I wish more people would build affordable housing. How do we create affordable housing? And I've been wanting to get into the development game for a long time. To me, the easiest barrier to entry was affordable housing in modular and or mobile homes. I bought this piece of land, 11 acres. It had a newer modular on it, which I thought, great, I can carve this out with a few acres, sell it, right? So paid $385 for the land. I'm gonna carve this one out and sell it for $300. Then I'm in for the rest of the land between 8 and 9 acres for 85 grand, which brings my cost per acre down to where I can afford to develop the land into 4 more lots and sell those for $300 a piece with another modular on it. This is the existing. The ones we're putting on them are gonna be much nicer, but this is still nice. I mean, imagine this being your first house. Let's go check out the inside. You can see the difference in how close they are to your typical home. Stainless steel appliances, backsplashes. We've got LVP throughout. We're going drywall. It's like your typical home will have drywall all throughout. I think they're gonna be super desirable. They're gonna sell super fast. We'll see, you gotta take risks sometimes. So I'm putting in all the work, I'm putting in all my money, and I'm doing this. Hey, how are you, buddy?
I got your text, I just thought I'd call.
Okay.
Tell me what the opportunities are.
There's a small Airbnb company that I can buy that I can plug into my business. I'd be putting 130 grand down. They're gonna seller finance, I don't remember, 70 grand for a year.
What do you buy?
Well, I'm buying all their business. I'm buying all their contracts.
So they own property or they have management agreements?
They just management agreements. I'm gonna buy all their management agreements.
What does a business like that make?
I believe I will make between 150 and 200 on it in the first year. They're making around 86 right now on their own after their salaries they're taking. But I have a team that they don't, and I have systems that they don't. This is very small.
How does that work though? Because like it's kind of like, is it raising it? Does someone get paid just on this deal or they get a piece of your whole pie? How does that work? Because it seems kind of integrated into what you're doing.
It would be integrated into what I'm doing. What I would like to do on that, what I like to do, and everything's negotiable, right? I haven't done a lot of this. Most acquisitions I've done, I just do it myself. And then I mix some seller financing in, but I'm broadening out to other things that I'll get into next. That are making me think about, raising some capital and just trying to offer a good return, really. And what I would do is offer a 12% return. Love 2 or 3 years. If someone needed quicker, I'm willing to talk about it. Because right now I'm going to be putting it out myself. So if someone wants to come in and play ball and just make and get involved and just make a good return, I have several assets that I could use as collateral for security, right?
Why not? If you have the other assets, could the bank just give it to you for a lower percentage? Like if you're willing to leverage all that?
Okay, so let me go on to the next 2 things I'm doing, okay? So the next 2, and it'll make more sense. The next 2 things I'm doing, for one is I bought 11 acres. I'm subdividing it and developing it into a 5 lot, okay? And I've already got 6 figures invested out of my pocket on this, and the bank is the rest of it. Now they're leveraging just the property, and then I have some skin in the game. And so I'll probably be into them for, it's probably $800,000 or $900,000 development that I'll turn around and sell for like 1.5 when I sell a piece off at a time. I've already got 1 home sitting there, and we have the other, or 2 homes sitting there. One of them was existing, and then the other, we're setting it now. And then we have 4 more to do over the next probably 90 days.
So how much capital do you need though for that opportunity?
So the one I'm already in it. The 21 acres, I could use $250 for that. It's gonna be about a $1.6 million, $1.5 million all in, but I just want to borrow the 20% and then the bank will do the rest.
Yeah.
So I've got these things all in play, and I can't go to the bank for everything, and I really, don't want to, just for ease of having investors or raising capital. And then the bank is in play in all of them. Besides the Airbnb, I just don't want to involve them. It's a small $130,000 raise. I can pay really good interest on it. It's just going to integrate into my business. Now, if these weren't in play, then I would just do the deal and just not even think about it, right? I just put the money out.
What's your timing on the land one or the door?
I got 60 days to close.
Or did you already sign the letter?
Yeah, we already got it under contract. I'm gonna do the deal one way or the other.
Let me think about if I know you want and come back to you with any questions.
Yeah, come back to me with questions, man. That sounds great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate the call. Always
Yeah.
Always good to catch up. And I'll be there next week, so I'll see you next week.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you, Art.
Okay.
Okay,
Of
man.
course, talk to them.
Okay, all right, bye. Back to your question. How do you use your time? How do you use the money you make? You kicked ass, it's paying result, your work is bearing fruit, and now you're making more money than you ever had, and you have extra money and you say, what do you want to do with it? To me, before someone is going to try to figure out whether they're in the real estate game, management, building a rental portfolio of their own, developing properties, or in digital marketing or social media marketing, it's not about, okay, what do I do with my money? Do I buy marketing with it? Do I hire first? What do I do? What I've found that it's about first is understanding why you're doing what you're doing and what you're worth. So if someone wants to make $250,000 a year, if you add up all the hours in a year, if you're factoring in 40-hour work weeks, and you take what you want to make that year and divide it by those hours, I think it's like 1,920 hours a year worked, 40 hours a week, something like that. And then if you take 250,000 and you divide it by 1,920, I think it's $130 an hour. So now you go, my time's worth $130 an hour. I will not do any task that doesn't pay a minimum of $130 an hour. If you were a painter, I'd say pay someone $25 an hour to do your books and return your calls and your emails and do your paperwork, because you're worth, I don't know, $130 an hour. Go paint another room. Go knock on doors to find people that want you to paint for them, because those are the tasks that pay the most. I need to put myself in a position more and more on a daily basis to where I can be doing the things that are most effective for me, my superpowers.